Alright. Alright. I do believe we are live here. Okay. Alright. Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Scarcity Lifestyle, where we talk all things fitness and finance related topics. Today we are talking about something so nice. Guys, I've gotten a lot of messages saying, hey Carlos, what else can I do other than the things that you talked about before? Because a lot of those things, they do require a social security number. I am undocumented and I don't know what to do. So here's my answer to you guys in this video, which is side hustles for undocumented people. Guys, if that interests you, give this video a like, leave a comment as well, subscribe if you haven't, and let's get right into this video. Now, I myself am actually a DACA recipient, which means I was not born here. I was actually born in El Salvador, but I migrated over here, and thanks to the DACA program, I was able to get a work permit and a social security, which is why I'm able to work. But I do understand that frustration to not be able to work, to be rejected from all these other jobs, to think that my only option may be construction or something else. As a matter of fact, I want to talk to you guys about the stuff that you can do not only online but in person to make some extra money. The only recommendation that I'm going to give you guys first off is that you guys apply for an ITIN number. An ITIN is an individual taxpayer identification number that you guys can apply for at the IRS. I'm going to actually leave a link in the description where you can go ahead and apply for yours. In about 2 weeks, you should be receiving yours. With that, you'll be able to file for taxes, at the beginning of the year, and that way you won't be charged for money laundering, because the IRS wants to know where its money is. And with that, what we're doing is we're securing ourselves with an ITIN number. Although it does not grant you official work access or work permit, you will be able to do many things with that ITIN number. So that is the first that you guys need to get before getting started. But first, this is the thing I recommend for everybody to start as a first side hustle, is to start your own business. Listen to me, guys. You guys can literally start whatever you want doing freelancers, being self-employed. What you do in that case is that maybe you want to start maybe a car wash, maybe you want to do an art business. What you do is that you find this talent, whatever you can, and then you go ahead and market it on social media. Start a Facebook page, start an Instagram page about it, and start telling your friends that you're now doing this service, and then they'll start promoting it. That's one way that you can start a business today, and it will be profitable, because first of all, it starts off with just your friends and family helping you out, but eventually through word of mouth it will start growing, and more referrals means more clients, and more clients typically they come back, and then you start little by little scaling up to this big business. So whether it's just, maybe you might think it's just a car wash business, eventually it can grow to so much more with the right tactics and the right marketing strategies. Eventually, after you start your own business, you do want to get what is known as an EIN number, which you can get that with your ITIN, which is the great thing, which you'll need to be able to say, I am actually a business, I am an LLC, I'll be able to represent myself like that. So guys, you don't need a social security to start your own business. You can go ahead and do that from the comfort of your house, or be able to go outside and do that, no problem. As mentioned in my previous video, I also said that you guys can start an online business, and to our surprise, you do not need a social security to start your own online business. Let's take Shopify for example. If you go on Shopify and then maybe you want to sell your own products, or maybe you want to do the drop shipping formula, you can do it. However, the thing that Shopify does is that they do process the payments themselves. For that, you do need a social security, a valid one in fact. However, they do provide literally hundreds of third-party providers that will be able to access and process all these payments. The only downside is that they will have a $5 processing fee, so you have to keep that into consideration. That is the downfall of not having a social security. However, but I'm just trying to show you guys that it is possible. You can do it without. You can start selling, like I said, your own stuff, or you can do the drop shipping. Even Amazon FBA, all you need is an ITIN number in order to sign up for that, and you'll be able to start selling on Amazon as well. And the third and final thing that I can recommend for anybody who does not have documentation or a legal work permit to work here in the United States, what you can do is you can get started into real estate. Real estate is probably one of the best investments any American will ever make in their life. Why? Because most of your money will probably already go to your housing, but know this, you can make a profit from it. There's multiple ways to make money in real estate. There's what is known as renting, there is flipping houses, there's also something that's known as wholesaling. I'm going to talk about what is flipping and wholesaling. Flipping a house, it pretty much is just that you buy a house under the regular norms. So the problem with not having a social security is that you will not be able to apply for something known as a FHA loan, which is a first homeowner's loan. You will not be able to apply for that. With an FHA loan, what that provides you is that you can go ahead and just put a 3.5% down payment, and as well, you also have to be able to show proof of income for the past 2 years. But that's a whole lot of money saved up from what having to pay what is normally the 20% down. But without access to that loan, you will have to put that 20% down. So when you buy or you flip a house, you will look for typically those houses that are known as fixer-uppers or down to studs houses. Those houses, you'll be able to then buy them, remodel them. Once they've been remodeled and everything, you have an appraiser come to the house, and then they look at the house, and then they give you what is the new value of the house. Typically, whenever you remodel a house, you go and then see that this house has like tripled in value. So then when you go ahead and sell that house, you get not only what you put into it back, but you make a huge profit from it. So that's why a lot of people flip houses consistently. That is one way, and it's a little bit harder. You know, it does take more time, it does take more effort, but it's eventually it gets better. The more offers that you do, the more sales that you make. But there is the other side, which is known as wholesaling. As a wholesaler, what you basically do is so simple. It's probably the easiest way to do real estate. This is what you do. You find a seller, someone who's trying to sell their house, and then they call to you, they tell you that they want to sell it for say $100,000. You put the house under contract for $100,000, and then you go into places where they call them buyers or buyers. I don't know what else to call them, buyers. So you go to these buyers. Typically, you can just find them on Craigslist. You type in Craigslist, we buy houses, and there's a bunch of buyers, a bunch of people trying to buy houses. And then you right there, you start negotiating for a higher price than what you have it under contract. So you start negotiating, say for example, $150,000 while the house is under contract for $100,000. You find someone who's trying to get that house, and then someone who agrees to those terms. You go ahead, you have them signed it, and then you turn them to what is the buyer. You give them the contract, and they handle the rest. When you come out of that with $50,000 of profit, so and you didn't even have to put any money down. It's probably one of the easiest ways to make money in real estate. It's one of the simplest ways. You can do it fast, and you don't require a license, and it doesn't require a social security. That is a great part about that, guys. Something that is very interesting for here in America is that we think that we don't have the opportunities. We feel like we're less than, and to a certain degree we don't. But there are still options out there for anybody looking to better their way of life. Seek and you will find. And guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any other suggestions of what videos you want to see, leave it down in the description below in the comments, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care.